Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Factorio Tiberian Sprawl. Batman is here claiming first. Welcome in, Batman. Last time we were here, we built a new power station, I think. Did some tweaking for the Tiberium in general, also think. And I think we expanded and added some more mining, maybe? We did, because I'm standing here next to the mine we added. This mine was added last time. I added a few miners to it since then, although I can see that it needs a few more. This patch is growing faster than we're extracting it at the moment. We are only extracting 4 red belts, and we are capable of a lot more than that out of here, but I would need to add another train station, and I don't know that I can be bothered. So we're only getting 4 out of here, which means that this patch will keep expanding, although I think that we'll be able to just come back and control it later, much as how we did this one, that did also expand, and we just kind of came back and just did some control to it later. We are going to want to mine that one at some point. We are also going to want to mine this one at some point. Now is not the time, but soon could be the time. We also need to get this one out of here, and this one here I might end up completely removing, but we'll at least get it extracted to the point where we can control it, I think. Speaking of controlling, we do have this one down here, and this is currently expanding out now to 20k, and it's getting close to filling a bit of that square, that rectangle there that we have, which is pretty good. And as it does, then we will have eventually, should have 4 full yellow belts here, which isn't a lot, but it's something, and that's the important part. And then, so now we need to come back into our base here and work on some more of the Tiberium science stuff, or refeed in the liquid Tiberium into the Tiberium science, that is. And I think we talked about taking down this power station and this power station up here because they're not really necessary anymore. And right now, actually, we're still burning solid fuel and stuff, even though we shouldn't be. Taking those down and redirecting those 2 belts of Tiberium into making the liquid Tiberium we need for that, plus the liquid Tiberium we need for Tiberium fuel cells. And there was some need, oh yes, we also needed to make uranium from the Tiberium primed reactant, so we'll need to also make some of those from some molten and some substrate. So we'll get working on that stuff here in this episode. Stream, whatever. We are sinking an awful lot of blue circuits there. That is still going to continue to be a problem. We're going to have to build bigger eventually here. At the moment, we are filling in all the sciences, of course, but eventually we're going to have to do something about that. All right, let's keep going this way. And then we can do some Tiberium research with the Tiberium science once we have it set up and running again. We have some infinites that are Tiberium-based, I believe. Yes. If nothing else, the Tiberium Control Network Power, which gives us a boost for the speed and power consumption. Not ideal, but we also have these couple things over here too that might also lead to infinites. No, they just lead to that one as an infinite. Okay, well then, oh, this is also if not infinite, it's got 30 steps to it at least, so it'll take a little bit of Tiberium science. So we do need the Tiberium science up and running. So let's actually go up. No, let's not go up. Let's disconnect these 2 belts, which are the right 2 belts here, and that way that stuff will get pulled down that way. I will probably end up taking down this as well, largely because we're not really going to use the solid fuel here anymore. Maybe we should just take that down. Maybe we should. Yeah, you know, let's shut this down. Flip that, so that it pulls it down out of there. And let's break this here as well. But we'll still be bringing this in because we're going to use it to make the molten. Now, where do I build this molten build? Maybe I have to build it there. Could potentially build it here. We have already, let's see, this one? No, I think it needs to be more like these ones. Yeah, more like these ones, except that we're going to be pulling some of the molten out of this process. And instead of it all going into liquid, some of the molten will come out in order to make some of these substrates. To make some of the substrates, and then to make some of the uranium. No, that's the reactant. Molten, rather to make the reactants with the substrates. Oh, we're going to need to bring substrates in here then, aren't we? Yep, we'll have to put another station in here somewhere in order to do that. We should probably tweak this a bit, maybe. We'll see how that works out. This station area here, because I think I made this a wee bit too big. I think. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It might be okay, actually. Let's see here. This goes, it actually goes right there. We just need to move these power poles. No problem. We can do that. But we need to bring in the substrates, which is fine because we have an overabundance of them anyway. This is jammed at the moment. So, and they're backed up, and we aren't getting an abundance of other materials out because they can't flush into making more substrates. So, yeah. Okay, so we should probably build that station here. Let's pull up this one. This particular one. And let's put this in there. We'll do that. And I will just re-something these power lines here, which I think I can just sneak them through in here someplace. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. And then this guy here will just do its thing, however it goes. And then you need to go... Ooh. You need to go there. Which means that this comes back a bit and goes there a bit. And that's surprisingly insufficient. And then back here too. And you should also have a signal there. For some purpose. Like that. And your signal there, and I don't have any signals. Alright, let's call up some signals here. Here. And here. I'll just go stand over there in the zone. And they will come to see me. Here they come. Good. Good. Alright, good. You brought in some of those already. Good. Okay, so that'll come in, and we will make the stuff with that. This is dwindling, which is good. That's what we also wanted to have happen. Let's do a priority here, taking from the right, which is up there. So that way this fuel train here will pick up everything that it can. As part of this teardown thing here, I'm going to walk this out, I think. No, I should have driven it. That's alright. I'm going to back out these belts of stuff here. And then I can make some tweaks to that once these have run dry. We'll need to be a little bit careful because at the moment we have sulfur, lube, and plastic all coming from here. And we only have plastic coming from here, so we'll need to connect those from this other source eventually. So we'll do that at some point here. But this just needs to run itself out, basically. Should I disconnect? I should disconnect the fuel and the coal here. How is the coal being handled? There. Okay. Let's disconnect the solid fuel here first. That's done. And then this coal can continue to go into plastic for now, I guess. But eventually that's going to run out of stuff to operate on. Let's see. Should I... Nope, we will let the fluids run dry. Rather than letting the coal run dry. The coal we can reverse and put down into here. That'll work. Fluids, yes. I walked right past my car. How you doing, Batman? And then we'll just crack all that down, or whatever we do, once we get that far. Okay, so this and that, and how big is this thing? Really big. Really big. We don't need that part of it. What we do need at the end of it, though, is a pipe going into these. And a pipe, and I might even move those with me, wherever I move this to, but, and also a, pipe going into making the uranium, or the nuclear fuel cells thingy. So, let's see, where can we put this, one of these things at? We're gonna need to have this entire component here. Okay, good, I caught it just barely there. All the way to there-ish. And where can you go? Yeah, it's not going to even fit in here. That would be upside down, but that's fine. There. It doesn't fit here either, unless I move that fuel belt, which we could do. But it sticks out too far. So I think I'm going to want to put it up here, but obviously I have to wait until we clear that out. Unfortunate. Okay, let me put that there. What is this? Do I keep that? I don't know. Keep that. Actually, that blueprint should go into this book. Because it is, it's the book for this map. Mm-hmm. Do I need this anymore? I don't think I need this anymore. Let's delete that. Mm-hmm. Or was it? No, that wasn't the book for this map, was it? This was the book for this map. That was the rail book. They probably could have just been the same. We'll do that anyway. Alright. That's fine. So, I'm trying to decide / toy with, do I pull this up? Or do I just pipe it into here? And I think I'm just going to pipe it down into here. Probably put the pipes on the top edge rather than the lower edge. But I think that's the better solution here because moving these means that they're going to explode when I drain them out again. So I think we'll just not bother. Although, how much do you use? Use 5 at a time? It might work. We'll see. We'll have to kick that off again. Can we do a little bit of that research? So we got to add more to this too. Let's re-enqueue this and actually put it first. To try and burn through a few of these packs. Just to see. that didn't take long. Okay, well, that worked. Let's see, you are fairly dead. Here, take that up. Pick this up. And that is fairly dead too. Oh, you never got water. Oops. Uh-huh. Oops, indeed. What if I did this to there and that to there? Been lurking? Alrighty. Thank you, nerd, for the lurk and for the continued lurk and the stuff and the things. Much appreciated. Have a good one. Let's see. I think 32 divided by 1.33 is 24. I think at some point I don't want to turn some of these off. Mark, welcome in. Be in and out for a bit? No worries. One of those days. I'm trying to decide too what I should do about this massive pipe of crude. The Planet Crafter pretty much all day? Yeah, I feel like I want to play that game again. Like, strongly feel like it. I mean, they did add a bunch of new stuff, which I would like to try out. But on top of that, I really enjoy the game. Like, a lot. You think you'd have as much fun with this as you are? Bring to decommission the old oil processing? Yes. Actually in process as we speak. We're gonna put in its place basically in its place, a molten Tiberium place to make molten for the base, because we'll need molten and liquid for different things, specifically making the Tiberium science and some fuel cells, some like nuclear fuel cells. So we do need a bit of it. These guys should be running pretty dry, but not totally dry. Yeah, let me drive up there. Actually, let's do this way. You guys here. Let's take out all but the last bit of it. Can explode, probably. No, it didn't explode. Okay. But I am. Let's see. This, go there. This, go there. There's a bit of uranium here. In a few places. That all we got? I think so. And then we can do this. That. Just move your base. That's gonna be a real pain in the butt. Yeah, if you play that game without really knowing what you're doing, then you can be penalized pretty strongly. But it's a learning experience, right? Right. Anybody else? Nope. That's it. That's it. Okay, that was easy. You guys all go bye-bye. Working on liquid, your base is right now. It's going to get flooded once that happens. Yep. That is how the game goes, unfortunately. Alright, so I have 14 here and I need 16. Because of course I do. Can I pilfer a couple of Tiberium from something easily? Because I would rather... Well, I could do it the opposite way too, but... I come down here. Can I pilfer a couple? Guess I could do this Or I could do this. That. That'll do. That'll process once more, and then we can tear this down. And there's one in there. Alright, and you just need to process, and I think I just need to turn that on. And pump it full. Yeah, pump it full. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. This is empty now, so we can pump this dry too. That's going to explode, though, I think. Actually, if I do that, it'll work. I can make much of a difference, but it makes a small difference. And that's the important part. Alright, let's see. This stuff here, all of this here. That there. This and that, and ongoing. This is all dead as well. These are all dead as well. This and that and these. And these. And these. And this. Alright, that's going to take a little while to burn through all that molten, to turn it into crude, and to process it accordingly, so we'll just let that go for a while again, I guess. Although it is still right where I want things. Oh, we'll also have to build a new rocket fuel thingy over there. Forgot about that. Need that over here, which can go right in there. So you, right there, and then again there, and one of these goes on this line, there and there. And that'll make some rocket fuel for us. Use a door. Make all the things. We can take out this stuff here. We can take out this part here. And that can go all the way down. All the way down to this pump. Now, Calidorn is cleaning that up. I need to make these guys explode. Unfortunately, because they're full of molten, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, goodbye. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. You guys... Nope. And we're going to need to do something with this ore. Not a lot, but we need to do something with it. So I'm just going to put it... I think I'm just going to put it on a belt, actually. Just do a spaghetti belt here. How much is there? A couple hundred. Eight per belt segment. Already left. I think we're good. We're good there. Oh yeah. A good, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not that fast, but you know what I mean. There we go. Yeah, a few too many belts. That's fine. Fine, just fine. Then I can just connect that belt up when I'm ready to dump it into the build we're trying to copy-paste here. Yeah, a few too many belts. It's fine, too. Just like that. Okay. I think that was all of it anyway? Yeah. That's good. How is this going? You still have 10,000 left. And that's because of what? Time? Just time, because we're depleting enough on all three fluids. We don't need to worry. Yeah, we don't need to worry. Hakuna Matata. It's a wonderful phrase. That should be going as well. It is. Good. Actually, I'm gonna take this belt out here. I wonder, idly, if I were to cut that What does that do to the power in the base? Nothing until it actually gets taken out. Okay, well, never mind then. What if I were to cut the wire? That might be better. That'll cause these guys to run a bit hotter and burn through the fuel a bit faster, although that'll also do the same thing here, and we might have a problem with that, but I'm going to do that anyway, and then we can reconnect that wire when the time comes. Because I would like to burn through the solid fuel and the coal that's here on these lines as soon as reasonably possible. And a little bit of Tiberium too. There it goes. It's going now. It's chugging along. And maybe I should have kept the solid fuel going that way for a while longer. Just to burn through this oil faster. How are you doing, by the way? You have 110k left. And there's 2.1k in the surrounding area. Mostly, probably, actually not there, but that's fine. That's good, that's good. Yeah, not bad. Couple of spots. But that's going to take a long time to chew through that 110k. So, that's fine too. Alright. Plastic's getting a little weak. That's okay, because we do have one belt coming in from over here. And I probably should have done I/O on these ones. I have those balancing along the line somewhere else. I did do it elsewhere. Okay. Probably makes sense to have it be here too, because then that makes this get used first, which would be ideal. Plans for the lube? It's getting used. I already have it getting made down here, if that's what you're asking. I have a full tank of it here. We'll just have to pipe that in instead. But until this tank is even partially gone, I'm not going to worry too much about it. What I will probably do, though, is put a tank in down here someplace. And then shift this tank supply with that. Or maybe 2 tanks in down here, just so we have the buffer, so we can lose the buffer. I mean, could even put it over here. It might not be a bad idea, but I don't want it happening until... Actually, what I should probably do is never allow this to output. Oh wait, I did that the wrong way. No, this always should be outputting. We don't want to make any more lube here. So maybe instead... we just do that. We let these dwindle and go away, and then I do the tank shift kind of right away, and that way I can tie in the new whenever the time comes. But 2 tanks over there means that I can drain this out. If it's not already drained, it will be shortly, and then I can just shift 1 pipe at a time, and it'll shift the supply into the other storages. So right now we got about 30k total in tanks, and now we should have about 30k when we get over there. Heavy pipe to cracking. Didn't I connect that? Oh, I went too far. I go too far sometimes. Went too far without, yep. Thank you. And we have about 30k in there, see? That's the good thing about the new fluid system. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, we'll just crack it all down, and that way it'll make it into... Actually, what I should probably also do is actually stop making solid fuel here entirely. Yeah. Let's, add a 0. Oops, I didn't want to do that one. Let's do these ones, and I need to fix this one to be back to there. And we'll let that shut down, and we'll just make plastic and sulfur out of this area here. I did have a sulfur build, right? Yes, okay. We just haven't turned it on yet. It needs pipes. I guess we could do that, but then that'll shut down the solid fuel crafting here, as well as the rocket fuel crafting, which is fine. You didn't make any solid or any rocket fuel yet. Why, may I ask, not? Oh, that's why. Somebody didn't connect the red wires. There we go. How are we doing on power, by the way? Still doing good. That's still chugging. This is dead. Okay, good. That means that I think I can reconnect that power now. Because that can wind itself down. However, I'm fine with it. I was mostly just trying to get rid of this, whatchamacallit, fuel. The steam power stuff here. Let's see. So you need pipes here. You can go there, there, and there. And you can go there, 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 and there. And you also need water. There, 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 there. There. I did the wrong fluid. Crap. Oopsie. Try that again. How about now? Whoopsie. This belt of plastic can join the other one when we get rid of the plastic from this, which is getting a little low, to be fair. And then we can also take... Well, let's go ahead and run that pipe. Or belt, rather. Let's see. How about we do this... Put you through here, and we take you this way instead. And then that one is the top one, so it can stay on the top. That'll be fine. You go that way. This belt, I'm just going to go and make it red rather than yellow, and add to it as we feel we need it. Zoop. Zoop. Oopsie. Nope, 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 nope. And sulfur needs to be dealt with a little bit differently. They'll need to split it off to go here, and then it goes that way. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Sulfur is so little used, it doesn't matter that much. How are you all doing now? Let's see. 1.4k. Keep on chugging. Keep on a chugging. We're using 1.33 times 10. We're using 13 and a third per second. So that's why we're not going through it very much. We've gone from 30k to 13k lubricant in that amount of time. So we're actually using quite a bit of it. And it's only really being used for electric engines, which is interesting. So I guess we should prep that pipe as well then. We have it ready to go when it's time. And let's see, you go here. Some... parallel with this, kind of. We'll go there, and then go here, over to there someplace, and then you can go here, up to there, there, and here. Oh wait, did I want to do that yet? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, that's fine, because I haven't closed the loop yet. Good. Alright. We'll do that manually once the time comes. Pull that down dry. And you guys can pull this down dry. No, leave that live because of this. Actually, no. Just pull it down dry. That's fine. And I'm going to set you guys to be an obnoxious number. We'll stop making sulfur here. And then I can worry about connecting this up over here. Oopsie. Excuse me. Wrong way. There we go. And how do I want to do that? Let's see. You go there, that would be fine. Would be fine. All of that can go, let's see, red splitter here, and then the red belt goes that way. And this one should be fine. It's just yellow. We just do that, and we do this, and we do that, and we're back in business. And that'll be taken care of once we get there. Once we need to, I mean. What's going on here? Do I have oh, I never turned this off? Oh, oopsie. Yeah, those shouldn't be coming from there at all. They should be coming from here. Hmm. Actually, you should go into that one. You should go into this one. You go there like that. And yes, that's all yellow still, which we'll have to deal with at some point. But probably not till I go to machines 3, which actually we should probably consider putting in here, because I don't think I did that already. So we could do that. Assembly machines 3. And a power pole can go there. And a thingy here can go there. Speed modules 1, though, aren't getting made really kind of anywhere. So what we'll do is just do a few of these. Maybe a couple of these for right now. Alright, there we go. And that'll help get those things started, at least I think. Right, make sure. Yeah, speed modules. I suspect... Actually, what we could do is we could do this. Put speed modules 3 in the speed modules. Makes them faster, which means that we can get more of them made. That'll do. Man, I am not driving well today. You gonna fix that? Oh, the base bots are fixing it. Alright, that's fine then. Whatever. You done? Oh, good. You're done. Somewhat done. This part is done, and that part is done. This part is also done. This part is not done yet. Almost done, but almost. Only counts in horseshoes and grenades. Just today? Yes. Just today. That's probably going to crap out a bit more Tiberium when we tear this up. So that'll have to get tweaked, modified, something-ified. The whole pipe can go, though. Actually, they shouldn't have been completely torn out yet. It's okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this and burn that fuel, which means that I need to re-break this power line over here and burn some of that solid fuel out, because we've got we've got a bunch backed up and we haven't cleaned it all out yet. That'll be fine. Because this pipe, or this belt here, goes into there, which it's going to use some right now. But it's alright, too. Because we're actually using... Oh, yeah, we are actually using a bit of this. Let's do that, too, to get this belt emptied faster. Yeah, that's better. Are we bone dry now on the oil front? There's a bit in a bit of these, but it's basically dry. We don't have enough to craft with. So we're done. Oil is dry. These need to flush out, but everything else is dry. So we do a teardown. All of this might explode a little bit, but that's okay. This can actually go to... Like that there. This can actually go too. This can go... This can go... Oh, thank you, Caledon, for getting to work. That's good of you. This can go. Actually, before I do that... that, and, down here, I need to stop this. Right there. Okay. And the rest of this belt, I can just shove into fuel. So I don't have to pick it all up. At least that's the theory. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Exactly. These can all actually go, though. These can all go. Actually, that belt could go, as could this one. This goes. This goes. Solid fuel is done. Good. That's a lot of excess power poles there, isn't it? It goes... Yeah, these guys still have to finish emptying out their rocket fuel. Very nearly get this in there. That's good. Are you puffing away? You are puffing away. Has this thing died yet? This has not died yet. It's still burning through that molten. Crap. Okay. Did we get any, we did get some Tiberium in here. That's fine. Can I get, like, lazy bit here? Something like this. Something like that. And then you can come down here. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I should have done this before I went away, but I didn't. Because, well, that's how I roll, I guess. Oops, I gotta have one down here too. There you all go. And they're already running dry. Oh, there was nothing there. Okay, well, that's good. Uh-huh. Would have been almost pointless then. Alright, that's fine. Leave it alone. How's this going? Oh, we can take this belt out. And then we'll have a bit more fuel flow here. That is nearly... Oh, yeah. Let's move in now. Alright. This belt is now dry. On down to here. That. Like that. Okay, stop doing the one tile thing, Calidorn. There you go. Mm-hmm. What do you have for fuel? Okay, you're good. He'll steal my fuel if he needs it, but still. This might actually need some fuel for more steam. Let's see. What do we have left for molten? Yeah, we're going to actually need some fuel here for steam. So I'll dump some of this coal into that. Might have to tweak it a bit more. I wasn't thinking about that part of this. Might have to feed a bit more in there. We do have a lot of wood and stuff around, so we could always dump that in. I can always use this too that I have in my pocket. Oopsie. How's this going? Let's do a little bit of a tweak here then, too. Get that other half of that belt emptied out. Because we're only using half of it. Somewhere in here, it loses that second half right there. That should hopefully be enough. We can start tearing this down now. And that'll give me the opportunity to build the new thing. The new thing. Ah. What do I have too much of? Too much of those, too much of these. Build many of those, lots of those, too many of these. Yeah. And destroy. Okay, good. Let's see. This here. Goodbye. That. Goodbye. This, what? Except for... Nope, not all that. Except for... Nope, not that either. Except for those two things over there. And go. How does this look, by the way? Pretty dead. Okay. Let's fix this. And then let's fix this. I'll let that stay as a yellow belt from there on, I guess, for right now. That should be okay. You folks can all go bye-bye. That takes care of that. And as soon as this gets down to 0, we can start flushing that out too. This is good. That is good. All the way down to there. And that means that we can build this new thing. This new thing that's not any different than the old thing. How about if we go somewhere in this vicinity? That tank is probably not necessary. We will need... No, we are already doing this. Okay, good. That'll be good. Even that will be good. This is where we bring in the solid fuel and the Tiberium. That will have to get probably changed. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I know what I did. I need to reconnect power. Up here. Let's see here. You go there. And we are powered again. Oopsie. Oopsie. Alright, I will be back once again. I'm going to pause this time, though, I think. Leave it go. Alright, I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back again. Real life, you know? Alright, so, we did this. Let's see, we have water. That's good. We'll probably simplify that water. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Let's take this and just put it in, here. And we'll need to bring in, as a likely excuse? Yeah, I know it. Tell me about it. We need to bring in the, Tiberium and some fuel. I think I'll sneak the fuel in. Jeez, I got hiccups now. Sneak the fuel in this way. Rather. And then sneak the Tiberium in this way. Rather. Then what we had it. And that way I don't have to run belts as stupid long as I would otherwise have to do. Let's see, you take out this, let's take out that radar too. I'll probably end up having to put it back in, but for now. This can have one of those. We don't need that pipe because that pipe goes out this way to get used there. Why did that not automatically connect? Oh, it did. Okay, just took it. Yeah. You don't have power there, Mr. Radar, but we also probably don't need it there. That's fine. And let's go... over here. Alright, come on. We'll use this to get it kick-started for now. While we run the other belts in. We'll do this one this way. Why would you need radar? Right, don't you have coffee? Let's see, and then this is one of these right there. Although I guess I didn't really need to use red belts here. Don't need that much of it. Shorten that down a little bit, or slow that down a little bit. Good. Alright. And then I can bring in one of these belts, but I want to upgrade it to red. So let's do red conversion on all of this station. Let's actually also take out some of this. Not what I wanted. That's kind of what I wanted. Something like that, and then this will be a little bit starved out. Actually, it's done again, but that's fine. That's kind of what I wanted. Because it cleaned out that box. We don't want to use Tiberium as train fuel anymore. We can take this out then, take that, this, that, this, that. this. And that. All right. And that way we have 3 more belts for other shenanigans here, or nothing at all, depending on what we want to do with it. Why are you complaining over there? You don't have a power pole that you need. Where did that go? Alright, so we should be saving up a little bit of molten here. We are. So now we can use this to make... now we need to also belt in those substrates that we started here before. And I think I want those... Well, let's actually decide where we want those first. Left my car up there. While this thing's spinning up, we can decide where we want those. Let's see, we need to make... second first. We come over here and get rid of some of this crap that I have that we don't need. That'll do for now. Okay, so this molten's coming out of here. That'll go down to this build down here. And then we also need to make a little bit of uranium in a chemical plant. How much we need will depend on how much we need to make for these cards, which we already have the recipe for. They are made in... Second verse, is it like jumbo shrimp? Yes. Exactly. They are made in a chemical plant also. That's this one that we want. That takes the uranium, makes the cards. This is going to make 0.8 cards per, and you're making... Nope. You're making 0.8, so we want 2 of those. We want 2 of these. Which means we need a little bit of uranium for that. 0.4, and this makes 0.66. We need 2 of those. It's fine. Where'd you go, Kalendar? Oh, okay. We do that then. Let's see. So that just needs uranium and the fluid. This needs uranium, which needs a Tiberium primed reactant. Those are made where? This one, chemical plant also. What are you doing? Over here. The Tiberium primed reactant, we want the one made with the substrate and the molten. So we'll do that one. And that will take, or that'll make 0.1, and we need 0.08. So we're going to need 2 of those as well. So it looks like we might just have a build something like this. And I go, Caladorn got tired of listening to me? Yeah, he does that a lot, actually. Yeah, that'll be fine. So that takes care of those. Not making this yet. No steam. Water. Oh, did I not copy something I should have copied here? How did I not get this part of it? Weird. I must have accidentally deleted or overrode that somehow. Okay, so this part, and then that's the molten. That takes care of these cards, and then we turned these cards with all their other friends into science packs. First time we've seen a chemical plant with no fluid in or out. This one? Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it? We have those also, here. Make an ore. It's solid in, solid out, too. Actually, any place we make ore, we're doing that. But that can go closer then. This needs to have the one solid in. That should be fine enough. We can do this. We can do this. And then here we'll have this pipe. And here we'll have this pipe. We can do that. Power poles. Then out here comes those belts. Alright, so that piece here needs to go in down here with this stuff. And I think I can put it in. I'm going to move that power pole, but I think I can put that in right here. Kind of mirrored against the other one there, and it'll just go down that same line. We'll move that power pole a bit. There. I guess I need a couple of these, and one of these also. Actually, I don't need one of those. I got that one. You and you go there, take these two out. Alright, that'll work. We just need to pipe those two fluids down here then. And I should probably... Well, where do I want to take this molten from? I don't think I want to take it from this loop. I think I want to take it from here. From this here, which means that... I think I'll put a pump in, though. Here. And then I can take... this one out and that one out together. And they can go reverse down here. I guess. Yeah, they can go that way. Take you out this way to there. Take you out this way to there. You'll go this way and you'll meet up with your friend over there. And you'll come this way to here and then there. There and there. There and here. I think I can bring these down this way. Good. I did it right. First time for everything. And then this stuff here comes down this way. That'll do just nicely. The base pots must be gonna do that because, yeah. Let's do this here instead. Power. What happened? What happened to our power production? It's a good plan. Rock there. Plenty of Tiberium. Why? Is this because I am technically only producing... I'm technically producing less Tiberium than what these are drawing, and they're overdrawing, and then we have an issue because of that? That's gonna be annoying if that's the case. Keep up, Calidor. I was hoping to see what was going on before we lost power completely again. Shit. Alright. Feed some fuel back onto this belt line. I have this here available, so let's just use it. Guess I should have done this part then. Oh. Let's see. You can go this way for a minute. And then you can split there. And you can go this, but it should have been red, not yellow. Okay. Well, that's doing its thing. Hopefully fueling that back up again for a little bit, at least. I want to come up here and see what's the actual problem with this. 3. Otherwise, we'll go with Jonathan's option there. Let's see, you... Oh, you're gummed up on sludge. Well, that'll do it. But why? Because this got dried out. Oh. Why did that get dried out? Shouldn't have. Are you all in this same predicament? I bet you I never fired this thing up. That's probably why. Okay. Oops. I didn't get these things fully started up. Alright, that should get some of the sludge processing here shortly in these. That fixes power, which is good. Means I can probably break this again. Not that... Oh, that's why, because there wasn't any being made. Right, okay. Means that I probably have some fuel product in here that I can actually dwindle a bit. Yeah. Turn that filter off and let you burn that off too. That'll generate a little bit more power. A little bit. Now, are you guys working at all yet? Slowly. Once they kick... that one just kicked off. So once they kick off, then it'll ramp up. Really good, but they have to kick off first. And once they're all running, then I can reapply this filter and flip it back the other way. But they all need to be running first. Because that means that we have enough to power all of them, and this is a positive process, so it should be fine in the end. I don't know why that first one's being pokey, but okay. This one here. Flip that back. This one here. Put that back. Alright, these are all working now too. Oh, those are already working. This down here. I've got 3 out of the 4. So one more cycle should do it. There they go. And we can turn that on and flip that back too. Alright, problem solved. These tanks here, which do have some sludge in them, will also work their way down. This consumes more than that produces, more than we produce of it, so it'll eventually come down to 0, and for the time that it takes, I don't really care. Alright, let's beat it now. So now we can actually, I think, safely tear down that old power station. Oops. Never fails. Fix one thing, you break another. Okay, so this is chugging along. And we should be making the stuff here. This needs to be updated to be the next recipe, which should be okay to do. Don't know if I can fix that. Be careful with those pipes, because those pipes will explode. Speaking of pipes, do we have lube problems yet? No, we do not. Okay, good. Let's see here. You see that we have these in there, like that, and that, because I changed the recipe. Which is fine. Just fine. Let's see. Ooh, we made some progress on that. Let's go ahead and do this research. We can use up some of these. Also some blue, green, and red. Yeah, we need to improve science production too. So I think those were the key pieces of what we needed to do right away. Which it only took us an hour and a half. And now I think we can do some improvements on science production. Or science whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 should do as nicely here. Bringing me now. Belts? Alright. I'll take it. And let's, Let's come up with a new design for this first. We need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 belts of science stuff being brought in. Yeah, 4 belts. If I wanted to do... I definitely want to do this with modules. Do I want to do this with beacons? Probably. Oh, wait, don't do that. If I did beacons here... I moved you guys out. It still touches. I could still have a belt here on the inside. But just one. Unless... no, because I would want to have that. Just one on the inside. I'd have to then have 3 on the outside. And can I do that many? I think I can. I think I can. Because you could be this way. And you could be that way. And then you could be this way. And then we could do power here in the middle. I don't like belt weaving. But yes, I know I can do belt weaving. I just don't like it. That would go here. This one goes through. That one goes there. Why not? In fact, I could do this for additional fun. And then these belts can, or these power poles can go like this. And that can be flipped around to go over there. Make it even more complicated. I could do that. It's true. And you can go over here, sans the power pole. And then we can do this. And we can do this. And these can be, I mean, jeez, hiccups. These have diminishing returns, but they can still be filled in there as reasonably tightly as possible. Could do automated sushi belts? No, too lazy. Way too lazy for sushi belts, way too lazy for car science, way too lazy in general. Break that connection. I'm going to do this back here a bit, just for my own level of moderate sanity. Let's see, so let's start here and work our way upward a bit. Like that, and then I can also work my way downward, and I can do whatever I want. Let's see. Trees go bye-bye. Let's do this. Like that. I'm gonna break this. Let the science we have run out as best we can. Do I want to pull this down even further? I think so. Which means chuffing these belts back into this box for right now. Once the red-green science dwindles enough. Let's see, do I want to go one more after this? I think that'll be enough. Or I could just stop there, I guess. Pick up all this space science here on the belt. Shut this down. Actually, break this. Break that. Break these guys. I'm going to redo this. This is just easier, and I'm basically lazy at this point. Wait, stop. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, that's basically it. I'm gonna take these out too. This, that, this, that. This goes, this goes. I think I'm gonna end up redoing a good chunk of this. You. Alright, I'll wait for them to stop flashing. Although it's not going to help much. And then I can pick all of this up. And then what I want to do here is you'll go there. You'll come down like this. You'll go like this. That. And then I need to inject them into this, and I think what I'm going to do with that is actually inject them all from the bus end. Like this. Because I do have a belt slot for this. That'll go in there. Let's see, these guys, let's do reverse these. Put it all back into this, if we can. And what I want to have is an output that is... take these power poles. Some of these power poles out. Not that one either. What I want to have is a red-green one. That. And this needs to be... red. I hate doing this. Red on the top, which means red on the left. So this should be red. This should be green. And then we do... let's see. Tiberium, blue, and then we do yellow on the bottom, therefore yellow on the left. So this should be yellow. purple. And then we do a single one for, not that. Got it. White. Let's see. You. This goes here. Like that. Like this. You get a power, and you get a power, and you get a power, and you probably didn't actually need that power. That's good. And then we can connect these up. So, we have one of them going in here. Oh, you should have some power down here, too. Good. Let's see. Output priority. Red flag. Don't care about input priority on that. This will be over here. And we'll have, one right here somewhere. Let's see, if you're coming in here. And then the final one would actually come from here in general, but let's see, you, and then another one over there. So this one comes in like this. Means that this thing here, careful, goes here. No. That. And you go like this. That. This goes this way. This goes that way. This goes this way, and that goes that way. And this one can just plug into the edge. Let's see, you come down. You come down. And you can go there. I should do. Oh, and then this one. That works. Let's see, I probably could do another beacon up here. Yeah, I could do another beacon up here too. And I need to end cap this end too, of course. That. And I forgot to put inserters in on the insides. Oopsie. There and there. There and there. That'll help. Slightly. Okay, do I have any science in my pocket? I don't. That's even gooder. Even gooder. Oh, I have 4 more labs. Crap. Should have put those down. Son of a biscuit. Alright, let's see. You, reverse, reverse. Oh, and, reverse. That might be a problem, though. We'll see. It should be alright. Okay, let's see. Cut. No, copy this part. Cut this part. Well, not the whole thing. Cut this part and that part. And this part. And then paste this whole thing again right there. And then we can flip you guys. We can flip you guys. you guys. Oopsie. Nope. Once more. There we go. Oopsie. Now, what are we short on? Space science. Never fails. And what are we short on space science for? Because we're not producing enough. Something. That something is loose circuits. Alright. Loose circuits it is. Let's see. Problem with loose circuits is probably gonna be green circuits. No, just production line here. That we could add to. Do a couple more of those. We'll hop in the car and go over there. These will get reconnected once we clean things up a bit. In the boxes, that is. I may have to reconnect some of them. Did I drive past? I drove past. Alright, let's see if we can sneak through here somewhere. Not there. There we go. Calendar. Where'd you go? Come up here. Doesn't sound complicated enough. Probably not, to be honest. At some point we'll need to expand our engine build here too. Means I should probably move this before it gets full of shit again. Yeah, let's move it. Up here somewhere. Well out of the way. Should still be in range construction-wise. It is. Great. And that'll give me room to expand this also. Which we should probably just go ahead and double it. And let's have the base bots do that work. You go there. This, that. And then this here can go like that with two more tacked onto the end. Like that. Fly, my minions, fly. We're making 1.5 times 2, which is 3 gears. And we're making 1.5 times 4, which is 6 pipes per second. Each half belt can handle 7.5, so we're fine. We're using 1.5 times 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 times 2 is 12, so we're still using a little bit under a belt of iron as well. That's good. A yellow belt of iron. Now that we don't have 4 red belts here, but you know, yellow belts. The circuits are not making it to the end, unsurprisingly. They may eventually make it a little bit further than they are right now. But they're not making it to the end. I also should probably do an upgrade to these inserters here. Oopsie. Try that again. So that they get more green circuits from this side of the belt, or these belts rather than this belt. Oopsie, there we go. Why do I keep trying to drive through this tiny little gap here? Not that that helps much up there. So we're going to need to add either a third belt, or we're going to need a something else. We need a red belt of greens? Yeah. And up the green production? Yeah. That's what I was just going to say out loud. How much science do we have in here? A lot. And space sciences are holed up right now. Oh, you need power over there too. See. Alright. There we go. That improves engine efficiency a bit. Great minds think alike. Let's do this also here. Might as well. Clean this out. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of purple and yellow. Actually, we have quite a bit of yellow. We don't have a lot of purple, though. If I can help matters a bit here. Or just make things worse, it's hard to say. Although, I don't think it's making much of a dent. Gonna be real close to wondering whether it can fill that entire chest in or not at this point. Yeah, I'm not making a whole lot of a dent here. I'm doing about 2 rows times 200. Each row is 10. That's 20 times 200. That's 4,000 at a time. Yeah, that's not doing much damage. Alright, we'll just let the inserters keep inserting. Yeah, we definitely need more space science, and that's going to be blue circuits. So, I think it might be time, as Calzamar says, to boost green circuits up to red belts. And in order to do that, we need to update some math. That everybody came here for is for the math. We also need to upgrade these belts. Let's start with the belts first, because belts are better than math. Down here. Hey, math. These belts here entirely. Also, these here entirely, and these here entirely. Those technically don't need to be there. Maybe take them out. And then we can do these here entirely. And for now, we'll stop right there. And then we need to upgrade all of these machines. $30 of those, 20 of those, 20 of those, and 30 of those. We should be good with blue inserters still. They move fast enough. They're doing 6 per second and almost 7 on the machine-to-machine. And we only need 2.5 and then 5 machine-to-machine. So that should be fine. You did a decent job of that, but the problem is we do not have full coverage here. That means we need to do this. And that. Look at them fly. All right. So, math. That's what we were talking about. 2.5 per second per machine. We need to output 30 times 4, which is 120. Divided by 2.5. That's 48. That means we need to have 24 of these on each side. Yeah, on each side of the thing. We have 20 right now. So we need to add just 4 more of these. So I can do that. And that's going to eat into everybody's names here. So I think we need to move names again. Let's take this whole thing here. That. And we can stamp it back down somewhere over here. Not that far away, though. We can also take up all of this. And did the base bots do that? They did. So I need to go get some concrete. Uh-huh. Oh, let's see. I'm going to turn off a couple of these on both sides. I'm going to replace this with that. And I will take a bunch of this. Whatever I can hold, basically. And we'll go and help. A little bit. And we'll just put the rest of it back. Ran into a tree. Oh look, there's a miner we never actually put down. Oopsie. Oh, we need a few more here now too? Actually, it's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. And you're full. Oh, that one needs a power pole too. Beautiful. All right, and then strip the rest of this out. Then I'm going to put all that concrete back away in the box that I have emptied. Okay, so we said we needed to add, oopsie, needed to add some. With that, but this, right, we didn't add them, right? We waited, I hope, I think, I assume. Let's see, 20? 20. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, whoopsie. I actually don't need that. Maybe we should remove that. Alright, so what's the problem down there? Not enough. No, there's construction coverage. Probably not any produced. Probably still being produced. This last few machines. Okay, so that should make us now 4 full red belts of green circuits. We need to continue the upgrade process here. Let's see, that's fine. That's fine. These should probably get the big squish more frequently than that. Or completely than that. Although, probably didn't actually matter much. Let's do... That's fine. Oh, it's just that one that I had not done. Okay. See you to there. And this, and then that, and then this. There. Here. There. Do the whole thing. Wish I hadn't ate the whole thing. And then here. And I should probably add the other belts here, but eh. Alright, so you will take care of that, and then from here we need to also upgrade these belts to be reds. Should probably do... No, I'm not going to do that one. And the reason I'm not going to do that one is because... What's that? On the ground. I don't know. Because I don't want to have... I don't want to suck up an entire yellow belt of red circuits there. Although... kind of are anyway. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see here. Oh, wake up calendar. Go ahead and help now. Here where we don't have bot coverage. Very good. I suspect we are lacking in the red belt availability at the moment. So don't bring him to me, take him to the bus. Being difficult again. And we might as well just use all of mine on the bus too. Belts on the bus go round and round. once those all get upgraded... Good job, Calendar. Way to lend a tentacle. Alright, so each one of these blue circuit thingies consumes 1.5 green circuits for every 0.15 red circuits consumed. So that means if I have a half a belt of red circuits, which is 7.5, I need 75 green circuits, which is 2.5 red belts. At the moment, I have 2.25 red belts. Okay. And if I have 7.5 divided by 0.15, that's 50 blue circuit makers. And I have 30 at this speed. We could upgrade them speed-wise too. And this produces 50 acid per second. These consume 0.37, and 50 divided by 0.37, I think it's 5. It would be 133 of these. So we are plenty good on the acid production. So the shortage now is just on machines. Actually, we're not. We're not. So, the next thing to do would be to upgrade those to tier 3 machines as well. We could do. Let's see. Upgrade planner, this should be fine. The problem is the base spots won't get that far. I need to order some of those in. Turn this back on. Let's go with some of those too. There are none. Or I wasn't in the network. I wasn't in the network. There are not many. They all just got consumed right there, actually. One of the things we could otherwise do, though, is we could put 3 productivity, 1 speed in these to try and improve their overall performance. That would be a good idea, too. We're now at 7.5 divided by 0.25, which is 30 of these machines. Which is, coincidentally, the number that I have, will have, or may one day have. If I put the modules in here, let's see, let's do 3 prod, 1 speed. I think that's the right ratio. How does that change things? Let's see, that switches them from producing 0.12 to 0.17, so a little bit of an upgrade, half again more, basically. It increases the consumption slightly of all materials, but it's like, let's see, what is that? Well, 5%, I think, actually. 5% material increase for a 50% output increase, that'll be worth it too. So we should do that as well here. And how many do I have in my inventory? 7. And that means we don't need quite 30 of them, but I think I'll leave 30 of them. Just because. How many green circuits are we going to consume then there? 30 times 2.62. The aforementioned 2.5 belts. We really do need to run one more green circuit belt out this way. Yeah, green circuit belt. But that means we're consuming 3 of the 4 belts we're making. 2 and something. 2 and a quarter, I think, actually. 2.5. 2.5. But that's fine. Actually, there's even that many. 0.17 times 30 is 5.1, so we're still at like a third of a yellow belt of blue circuits coming out. Yeah. How many do I have now? Machines. 10. How many do I need? 16. We're also still getting belts after the debacle. I will come up here and stand closer so that you can build some of them. And then I can grab this again and do that again. And I'm going to need to order in those modules, though, aren't I? The Great Beltoning. These. And these. Yeah. It was pretty great, though, wasn't it? What's going on there? Lack of iron. Uh-oh. We've got yellow belts in the iron here. Oopsie. That'll do it. Easy fix? Yeah. Yeah, as soon as this is done, we'll get back down there and get that fixed. It's just shortening us a bit on the iron availability here. By almost half. So that means the green circuit production also shortened a bit. I think we're good on those. We are not good on these because we've used them all. Oopsie. And what's going on with that? Just time. I should probably speed module the modules. We don't have any speed modules either, so it's fine. Let's see. You go up there and do that. I'm going to disable this now. Did them all? Yeah, we need more prod mods. That's all right. I'll come back and we'll get those at some point. That goes and that can go. These can go. These here. How did I manage to get a Logibot 2? Oopsie. Alright, these are all upgraded now, or repaired now. Gotta fix that belt issue. Not there. Over here. Got him. Alright, that'll help with the red circuits. Let's see. I am also pulling... Oh, not actually anymore pulling. Okay, that's even better. Let's, we can tear this steel down. It's here now. 2. Take out you, and you. I don't entirely want to pick up all that iron, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because Oopsie, missed one. Now I'm jacking up my remaining everything else. All right, there we go. That'll do. Probably, and more or less. I will drive into here so you all can pick up all this frickin' iron that I just picked up. You can use it for this stuff, I suppose. Because it's in yellow chests, which should get priority over red chests in terms of the bot's ability to take from. And how are things going? Space science still not well. What's going on now? Oh, now the problem is just crafting time, because I should speed beacon some of these things. Let's see here. Science. Let's take a few of your beacons. We'll just do a few beacons here. We don't need an abundance of them. Like, that'll be fine. I could move this radar, I suppose. Yeah, I could move the radar over here. I could have that one back in there. That would work out okay. And that'll speed up production a bit. We made sure we put the prod mods in there, though, because that gave more efficiency. Alright, there's a rocket launch. So that happened. We need to boost our copper here, too. Launching calendar, yeah, we've been launching rockets. But it looks like we need to boost our copper, which actually might just mean we need to extend the belts down here. That might do. Let's do that first, actually. And we can take this thing here and shove it in there. There and there. And that should actually be an output priority left on these two guys here. And then I can take this back there, this forward to there. And this forward to there. So. And there goes the red belts again. It's fine. And then the next thing will be upgrading those belts to reds. Which we should check the math on, because I don't know that we actually need to. And then, speaking of checking the math, how's this going? These guys. Right, and I did just short them for a little while on their copper, so that could be the problem. Let's see, the math here is 36 of these times 1. Yeah, this isn't enough copper. Uh-huh. So let's do that too. And I think there was also a shortage of steel. 36 times 0.31 is 11.16. Yeah, we just need to upgrade all 3 of those belts. So let's just do that now. And I will have to assist with some of this. There, and then this also down here to that point. Plastic was 0.25. Why is that one 0.31 and that one 0.1? Oh, because this has got beacons now, right? It's 36 times 0.1, which is 3.6. It's the plastic that actually needs to be upgraded, not the steel. We do need to upgrade this belt here, then. Not really, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, these beacons here are affecting those few machines. I'm alright with that. The worst that could happen. We do need to go down there and assist. So let's go down there and assist. Because I don't have full robot coverage. Ah, this got done. Oopsie. Excuse me. Coming through. This and this all goes. Great. There we go. Those could be upgraded to tier 3 machines too, but the advantage there isn't that great until we upgrade everything else to better machines too. So we will stick with what we got, I guess. So, but I think we've gone long enough tonight. I went a little long. Oh, we're out of lube. We need to hook the lube up. We went a little longer because because of my AFK stretch there. But let's see here. You, and you. Got it. And then we can take this out here. And we actually can also take out this rocket fuel. Here too. And hook that one up before we go. Where are you at, rocket fuel? Okay, you're well on. Well on along. That's good. There and there. There. Or green circuit belt for blues? Yeah. Eventually. I can worry about it right this today. Right this today. Let's see. You. Something like that. And I'll have to assist with that one too. And do. Alrighty. So, yeah, we'll have to add a third belt for green circuits eventually. For third belt to green circuits for blue circuits eventually. It's looking pretty good. Those are here. Yeah, it's getting a little sparse up there, ain't it? And really, I don't even want the extra belt here past the second to last thing. So really that should get taken out. But yeah, we do need that third belt in here eventually. Just crazy how much circuits, how much green the blues hoover up. But yeah, that'll do for now, and then we can try to boost production more by doing a different design at some point. Maybe a fully beaconed design, if it matters. I don't know if it's going to matter or not, but if it matters, we could do that. And what else we got? Science is... See, we're going to run out of purple science first. We'll have to hook that up. That won't be a problem, though. And whenever we want to do some Tiberium stuff, we will have to also hook up the Tiberium science, which also won't be that much of a problem. But we're doing pretty good now on science, so we'll let that keep running. And we will leave this here. How does power look, by the way? Awesome. 1.6 gigawatts. All right, so let's raid out because it's midnight and I'm basically tired. Let's see. Who's live? How about we raid... Let's raid Dragonheart. Playing Satisfactory. stick around for that raid so you get counted, you get some extra channel points, and helps the channel look better having a bigger raiding party. Check out the YouTube channel if you're not already there. This week coming up, we'll be doing Next Fest, so we'll be playing some demos. I don't know how many yet because I don't have a list of what's coming, so we'll have to see what that entails. And then also stop by Discord and hang out with us, share memes, talk about games and technology, make fun of Caledorn, and join us for community game night on Friday nights. And join us in the games forum where we share our scores for daily games, which is usually a good time as well. Commentary sometimes can get going there too on the subject matter or whatever of the games, like Wordle, Connections, those kinds of things. Otherwise, stick around for that raid. Tomorrow night we'll be back again with Shenanigans. Jeff, Lana, I don't think IT Machinist, but we'll see, and myself, and I'm not sure what we're going to play either. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And then next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, with more Factorio. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming, and we will see you all again tomorrow for Shenanigans. Have a good one. Bye for now.